Alright, what's up guys? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have my other microphone on, so hopefully everything is okay with that. But first and foremost, I want to say I'm so happy that it's finally out. That my car is absolutely dirty. I'll go get that wild. Do a video today. I might go into the car so we can get a little better audio. Now, I want to talk about some other vehicles I was thinking about buying before I purchased. All right, sorry guys, I was having problems connecting. I just took off my Wi-Fi. But anyways, before I bought this car, I said I was gonna bring you guys along with me for the car shopping experience, and I wind up buying this car quicker than what I originally thought. So I didn't really go through that whole experience with you guys. So I thought this would be a nice quick recap video, kind of explaining or kind of just talking about some of the other cars I was thinking about buying, but so I kind of broke it down into 3 different categories. The first is like the lower tier cars that I kind of thought about, didn't really, wasn't super serious about, but it kind of crossed my mind. Second tier, a little more serious. And then in the first tier were the cars that was really more, it was more competition when I was going to buy this car. So to jump right into things, the first and foremost car, which I'll start off in was going to be a normal F-150. I love trucks, and I thought about getting a F-150 because I thought that would be cool to have. I don't know, F-150. If you can get the V8 with the Coyote engine, that would be cool. But the only reason why I didn't really go towards that because I really wanted it to be like lifted. Yeah, just buying a normal one, it didn't really make that much sense. And then along with that same train of thought was a Silverado. It's a lower tier car, wasn't like on my list of priorities. It would have been cool, but ultimately that wasn't the direction I wanted to go in. The other vehicle that's in this tier, which is kind of strange, was going to be a Evo 10. I love Evos, absolutely love Evos. My only thing with that is that if you buy an Evo 10, it would be a older year. And when I purchased this vehicle, before I had my Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new, because I have a lot of new subscribers now that I'm doing content on the Dodge Challenger. Before I had this, I had a 2010 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, and when I was getting rid of that to buy something different, I wanted something newer. So I didn't really want to get something that's going to be older. So the Evo kind of it crossed my mind, but I didn't really want to do that. And then along the same lines of thought with the Evo, there was the Lancer Rally Art, which would have been like the cheaper version of the Evo. I don't know. At first I thought it would have been cool, but at first I thought it would have been cool to have, but ultimately I didn't go in that direction. Now, I will say that's pretty much like the lower end stuff that I thought about. I didn't really go towards that, but moving more along to some of the more serious stuff was going to be, actually I have my list here. More of the serious stuff was going to be actually a WRX, which I did a video of me out some WRXs. Ultimately, I didn't go in that direction. I don't really like the interior. They are cool, honestly. Like, it makes sense. The all-wheel drive manual, four doors. It makes sense, but ultimately I didn't go inside that direction. The other vehicle in that category or list was going to be like an EcoBoost Mustang or like the 5.0 Coyote Mustang. I do like the way that they are. I do like the way that they look. Something about Mustangs, I'm just not really the biggest fan of them, though. They are cool. Honestly, I think they're a perfect blend between the Camaro and the Challenger, but ultimately I didn't go in that direction just because I don't know, it didn't really speak to me in the way that it speaks to other vehicles, the way that it speaks to other people, if you're comparing that vehicle to other vehicles. So that's the reason why I didn't go in that direction. Another car in this mid category list was going to be oops, sorry, I had a notification just pop up. The other vehicle that I was going to sorry, I just had a notification. But the other vehicle that I was going to say that was on that mid-tier list was a Raptor. Now, not a newer Raptor because I'm not rich and buying like a $65,000 car. No, I wasn't going to do that. Buying a first-gen Raptor, though, I thought cool, but with the same lines of thoughts, or the same line of thought the same thing with kind of like how I didn't want to buy a older vehicle. Sorry, there's just like this cat just like jumped. I don't know if you can see it. This cat just like jumped down out of the tree. That just distracted me. So sorry. But buying a older gen Raptor, it would have been the same thing as how my Jeep was. It would have been older. I didn't really want to jump into something that was going to be older, higher mileage. It would have been cool. I do love Raptors. I really do love Raptors. I would love to own one. But being more financially, responsible, it probably wouldn't have made the most sense to purchase a Raptor, right now. It would, trust me, it would be cool, but probably not the best decision right now, especially because, I mean, I don't even know, that would have been a pain in the butt trying to park this in this driveway. It's already kind of a pain with both of our cars, me and my fiance. So, just wouldn't have made the most sense, at least right now. If I were to buy a Raptor, even though I really do like the V8, I think the V6 is better, the newer ones, just because they're just all around. They're just better and they're just newer. Then moving right along to the higher end, I guess, tier cars I was comparing this car to. Number one was the Ford Focus RS. I really wanted one, like a lot. I think it's perfect. It's the all-wheel drive manual stick shift. Only reason why I didn't get that was because, like, at the time when I was searching for this car, a lot of dealerships were still charging like way over MSRP. Then finding a used one, it was still like the same price as like a new one. I thought they were cool. Couldn't really find one. Couldn't really test drive one. So I kind of steered away from that. It would have been cool to own one, but this just wasn't really, the timing just wasn't right. And even with that, a Ford Focus ST, I thought about it as well, but for some reason I thought the ST was a little bit